afternoon guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's a very sunny yet another windy day here in North Queensland, and it's a really lovely afternoon. So I thought what better thing to do than to do some work to Benjamin this afternoon. I'm feeling motivated, I'm feeling good. I've had a great week, you know. Mine is having to get up at 5 AM every morning for work. It's been pretty good. So this afternoon I need to do something to Benjamin that I've been needing to do for a long time, and that is my front wheel bearings. Now I do have all the bearings I need to switch out on Benjamin. I do have the fronts and I also have the rears. I bought these sometime last year in like, would have been mid-year I reckon, sometime around there. It was a very long time ago, and they have been sitting inside my garage for a year and a half now, and I've been meaning to do them, and you guys will see why in a moment. So these are the things I am hopefully going to be doing this afternoon. So I've got 1, 2, 3, there we go, 4 wheel bearings for Benjamin. So I've got 2 fronts and 2 rears. Now this afternoon the aim of the game is to just get the 2 fronts in, because I think with the rears they have to be pressed, and I don't have the ability to do that at the moment because I don't have a press. So Anthony, help me out, where you at? So what we'll be doing today is we will be putting in the brand new wheel bearings for Benjamin. So we're going to do the fronts, and then today as well we're also going to be taking off my front and rear calipers as well, because I will be painting those to match Benjamin's new color. So rather than having this very poorly done, not sure if you guys can see that, but this very poorly done like rattle can job that I did like a year and a half ago, because you know, P-plate things, you buy a car you got to spray paint the calipers. So we ended up doing it while they were on the car, but what I want to do now is I want to pull them off completely, sandblast them down, and then put this brand new metallic color on it, which is going to look absolutely spectacular. So it is kind of like a trial and error thing, but we'll see how we go. So that's one thing I will do for another vlog, and I'll show you guys the process of doing that. So what we need to do now, first thing is we need to jack Benjamin up on some jack stands. So one main reason why I wanted to do my wheel bearings ages ago, which is, you guys can't tell, this is that's all grease stuck to the inside of my wheel. A little bit of blue paint overspray that, you know, it happens. So first I thought it was going to be one of my CVs, that I had a split boot on one of my CVs, hence why there was this much grease inside my front wheels. On the rears it's pretty well non-existent. Had a look over my CVs multiple times, I can't find any splits in the boots, so the next thing I could find wrong was actually the wheel bearings. So, and considering this car was pretty well stock when I bought it, it's probably a good idea to change those essential things out now, which is what we're going to do. So now we'll get on to the brake caliper. So the caliper is easy enough. If you haven't already done it before, it's because you've never owned a P-plate modded car. All it is it's 2 bolts in the back of, so there are 2 bolts. I'm pretty sure they're a 14 mil or a 12 mil, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you want to undo, there's one at the top, there's one down the bottom here, so then once you undo it, that'll pop off. Remember as well everyone, when your bolts aren't coming loose, you only need 2 things: gentle persuasion. So there's one, oh by the way there's 17 mil bolts, not 14, so a little bit of gentle persuasion if they don't decide to come out. One I found is a little bit harder to get out, so I went ahead and used a ring spanner because I couldn't get my ratchet or my socket in there. So good old 17 mil ring spanner in through the top, a couple of little bits of gentle persuasion, but more so persuasion than gentle, but once it gets loose, then it should start to make its way out. You can also, if you want to, undo your brake calipers and get rid of, in Subarus they have their 2 little pins with your safety lock-in bit, which is this one here, which I'm surprised you can see it. Ooh, charger, thank you. Excellent. And then it's also got the holding plate as well for the 2 little pins, which this little tiny bit likes to slide into. So if you want, you can take those out and then compress your brake, so then that way it might slide off a little bit easier if it is seized on there. But if not, take out those 2 top bolts and then the caliper should slide off like so. Just like that, your brake caliper comes off, and then also your brake pad should slide out if you did those steps beforehand like I did. So the reason I'm taking my brake pads out now is because it makes it a little bit easier to jimmy it off there. Plus also as well, we are going to be taking the caliper off and repainting them. So now comes the part of taking off. Ooh, mine's actually really loose. Well, that's going to make this part easy for me. So next comes the part of taking off the rotor. So with this one here, taking off the rotor, you can actually do it one of 2 ways. Now you can do it the more so the persuasion way with the hammer, and you can just give it a little couple of loves taps on the back, and then that will eventually bring it off. Or what Subaru do have is they have these 2 little holes, which I'm pretty sure the ABS bolt, correct me if I'm wrong, actually you can thread straight into here, and what that does is as you thread that bolt in, it actually pushes it off the hub, so then your whole rotor comes loose. So rather than smacking it, dinging it, all that kind of crap, you can just actually slowly pry it off. So, but for me, luckily, mine's already come loose because I just, you know, sometimes they do, and these are fairly new and barely used, so that doesn't surprise me. So I'll pull these off and then we'll get to the next step. Right, so once you've got your caliper off and your rotor and all the goodie bits, then what you want to do is you want to get a large enough socket, so you want to be able to take this one off. So they don't come with like a little bit of a notch in the shaft, so what you want to do is you want to push that out and then undo it, and then what you can do from there is then you want to go ahead and undo your camber bolts. So with your camber bolts as well, always remember to mark on your bolt and also on your arm as well where the bolt lines up, so that when you put it in again it matches up. So it doesn't matter for your nut side, just make sure you do it for your bolt side, your top and your bottom. And then we might take this dust cover off. Do you have me a big one? Do you have a big socket for me or not?
No, I just want to measure this against that.
Oh, okay.
And it's no way fucking, yeah. Okay. We'll have to get one tomorrow from work. That biggest one on the end of there is not big enough.
No. I do not have the right size socket for getting the axle nut off, so it's a 32mm. Closest thing I had was like an 1 inch and an 1/18 socket, which isn't going to cut it at all. So we will probably have to fast forward to tomorrow afternoon when I finally have the socket. And I might go buy a breaker bar, because I fucking need a breaker bar. I need so many tools because I do this hard. You know, it's going to be amazing when I have a big shop and all the tools, because life is just going to be easy. So I will go and get a breaker bar and a new socket. So by the time that happens, I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. It's the next day. So finally got around to getting a couple of tools that we need to pull some more shit off Benjamin. So I went and did some shopping this afternoon, and I tell you what, it's like the best $40 I've ever spent together. So what I ended up getting was this lovely little 32mm socket. So this is going to help get those CV bolts undone at the end, which I'm going to show you guys how to do. And something a little extra came with it as well. So might have finally bought myself a breaker bar, which I really need, because I've never owned one. On my Instagram story I did put up asking for you guys to name my new tool, because I like giving things names. I think it's good because it gives it characteristics, you know. We got Benjamin, I'm pretty sure Adam's got Henry, I think, which is our big hammer. So I'm pretty sure that's his. So I did ask you guys on my Instagram, what am I going to call my new tool? And so far there have been some really brilliant responses, and I really appreciate all the feedback. It is a little bit of fun to get you guys more kind of in the loop into what I'm doing, so you have a little bit of input, which is really awesome. So this afternoon, hopefully the goal is to finish taking out the CVs from the actual hubs, and maybe get the new hubs on, or wheel bearings, whatever you want to call them. It comes with bearings, and it's the whole hub assembly really. So hopefully this afternoon we can get those new hubs on. But while I'm doing this as well, I think I might incorporate this maybe into another video, or I'll keep doing it on the same video. I'm still a bit unsure yet, but I do also have a transmission leak. So last time we did my gearbox, which when my throwout bearing went, which was last year in like October, we ended up putting my car all back together, but ever since then I've had a really tiny transmission leak, and I think that is, pardon me, from the CVs going into the transmission, and the seals are a little bit bust. So we might even end up pulling the CVs out, having a look at the seals, so that means we gotta drain the gearbox and do a couple other things. So I thought, while I'm continually pulling apart my car even more, I might as well just say fuck it and do it. Also, I did buy something else this afternoon for Benjamin, which was really cheap, which I'm super stoked on because I love a good bargain. I mean, who doesn't? And there's nothing better than building a car when you get a brand spanking new part for ridiculously cheap. And like, I couldn't pass it up. I saw it, I was like, you know, should I get it, should I not? And then it's just kind of one of those things where you just sit and you just like, buy, like you just gotta buy it. It's just gonna happen. So I'm probably gonna do an install video for that sometime soon when I have the time and I'm not busy pulling the rest of Benjamin apart. So that will be in another video, so you guys get to see that. So I'm really enjoying doing these DIY videos for you guys, mainly because it gives me an insight into how to do these things myself, and I'm learning, but hopefully someone else or anyone gets to look at it. Either they have a laugh or they're learning as well, which is really cool. So now we'll get back into it and we'll try and get these bits undone. Alright, update. So because I'm a complete donkey and I'm very new to this and I'm learning along the way, as much as people watching this are, if you don't know how to pull apart Subarus, I think the complete hub assembly is for the rear, and the bearings I actually have in the smaller boxes are for the fronts, because we bought these bearings nearly a year and a half ago. So off the top of our head the story got a little bit fuzzy, but I think what Dad remembers is that it was easier to buy the rear hub assembly totally than it would be just to buy the bearings themselves, which is weird. So, but in saying that, it is definitely the bearing that has gone in my front end, because the amount of grease on the inside is ridiculous, and I don't have a split CV shaft. So what we're going to do now is we're going to undo the lock-in pins on the top bottom for the sway bar. Oh sorry, not for the sway bar, for the power steering, and also for the bottom bolt as well. So we're going to undo that and this one here as well, and then once we've got those undone, what we'll do is we'll be able to pull this right out and then get the CV shaft out as well. So then once we've done that, we'll do the other side and get those out, and we'll look at how we're going to get these bearings out, and then once those are out, hopefully we can get the new ones in. So see how we go.
And then what you do with this one is you go. Big hammer there. Well, sometimes it comes straight off.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's like day 79 now. I've been doing the gearbox slash bearing thing slash everything that I've been meaning to do this vlog that has just taken forever. I look like Crocodile Dundee with my friggin' hat on. It's so warm outside, and of course the wind picks up when I start vlogging. So it's been a really busy like 2 weeks since I've been trying to do this vlog. Just work has been hectic, crazy, a lot of things have been happening in the personal life, so I haven't been able to vlog as much. So this vlog is probably going to be the most like disjoint vlog you guys will see on the channel, but we're getting there, and I have some exciting news which I'm looking forward to sharing in the next vlog, which I'll probably cover in like another vlog to talk about, because this vlog's going to be like 20 minutes long, and I'm sure you guys don't want that of just me babbling on. I suppose that's all my vlogs are though. So update on Benjamin, what we've gotten done is we got the CV shafts back in, and the new seals on the gearbox for the CVs have been done, so they're all back in. Haven't put any fluid back in the box because of reasons. So we got that. I just have the bearings. There's Wayno. Oh, Wayno. So excuse me, I have the bearing housings and stuff sitting outside in the sun. The bearings are actually upstairs in the freezer as we speak, cooling down. We're getting ready to put them in with the new toy. This press is awesome. It only cost me $120. It was on sale. Best thing I've ever bought. So that's going to help us get the bearings back in, and hopefully we can get everything bolted back up today. So I still have to take my brake calipers and stuff off as well, because I need to paint them, but I was going to do that in another vlog like I said. So I might just end up leave them dangling there for a bit until I get everything back up. So if we get that bolted up today, that's going to be great. So we'll crack on into it and we'll get it done. So the other bit of exciting news that I wanted to share with you guys is that a couple of things have happened over the past like week or so with regards to Benjamin. So things have really started to change up for him. So the vision for the car is starting to, it's kind of like a wave. Like once I get set on something, it's one thing, and then after that it kind of just like peaks and then it drops. It's all over the shop. People, you know, if you follow me on Instagram, or, you know, people talk to me on the day like, when's the car going to be done? Look, honestly, no fucking idea at all. Like, you've got more chances of teaching a pink polar bear how to tap dance than asking me when my car's going to be done. But that's okay. So Benjamin has been entered into the Status 2020 show. So if he does get accepted, then that's hopefully will be the deadline, maybe the debut. I don't know. There's just, it's so many things. It's not one thing, it's another thing. It just keeps going. So one thing I did want to show you guys is big shout out to Alumo for hooking me up, because I will be customizing Benjamin's headlights. So we're going to be doing the projectors. We have switchback halos. We have new projector shrouds. We have a couple other things we're going to be doing to the headlights. So big shout out to Alumo. So if you guys need any custom headlight needs, go and talk to them.
No, just lift up a sec.
Yep.
Oh no, you're right. Kick it. Right. It's just the way.
So I would say every single time I go to vlog, and it just gets really noisy because it's windy, it's ridiculous. So that'll probably do it for today, guys. We finally got all the bearings in, all the fresh seals and everything, so fingers crossed Benjamin no longer leaks, but that will have to be seen once he starts going again. So what the goal is now is we're going to go ahead, probably get these brake calipers off, which will be in the next video. So if you guys want to stick around, you can watch that one. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to take off your brake calipers, how to paint them, how to make them look pretty schmicko. So just a small little mod that'll help improve the car a little bit. So first of all, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support and love I receive from all of you guys who love the channel, who support it, who watch it. From the bottom of my heart, I absolutely love it. We'll be bringing out more videos, hopefully over the Christmas break, depending on how busy it gets. I do have a lot planned for the car, I do have a lot to do to the car. It's just more so trying to plan it all around with social events, so, oh well. But until next time, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video if you did like it with your friends, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.